What's up guys, Metro here with another guide for you, and today we're taking a look at how to acquire Maximillian of Northshire as a champion in the latest patch of Legion, patch 7.2. Actually, more appropriately, we're going to be his follower, unlike however the text describes it, but yeah, it's a really cool, fun little quest. I'm going to make a short guide and give some commentary along the way about it. There are some weird little bugs and things that may not be obvious, so I did want to show you guys that, but regardless, what I'm showing now is the Cataclysm storyline. You do have to complete this first, something I did not originally understand. So you do have to come out here and do all the stuff that happens in Angoro, and it's a cute little quest. Honestly, I've heard about it, but one of the coolest things about this is it's getting me out in the world doing stuff I've never really done before. So I talk about this all the time in live streams, but I've never actually leveled a character properly since Cataclysm. And I've leveled a Demon Hunter and a Monk, but the Monk I did recruit a friend and just spam dungeons, and the Demon Hunter obviously started at 100. So I've never actually done almost any of Cataclysm zones. So it's always cool when these Legion quest lines and, artifact stuff like this, stuff for the Order Hall, it gets me out in the world, seeing areas that I've just literally never seen before because of the way they've changed, or, even quest lines like this. Now, I've heard of this. I've heard people talk about it. It's quite iconic. Here you're going to see part of it. It's really funny. We're here to save damsels, quote unquote, as he's like your stereotypical knight. But yeah, he doesn't do a very good job of that. Apparently, Maximillian of Northshire is based on a character from probably some anime named Don Quixote, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, nice little Blizzard, doing the reference job as they always do, so that's neat. But anyway, yeah, he comes out here he thinks she's trapped on the mountain for some reason, and he kicks her off the mountain, and then she dies, and he's like, oh, lol, you're deaded, but Raffle, it's not my fault, it's the Squire's fault. So yeah, nice little, I don't know, it's just really funny. I'm glad I got to see this. I'd heard about it, but I've never actually done it before. And then this is really funny. I've heard so many people talk about this one. It's a nice little nod. Blizzard obviously has a sense of humor on these things. He thinks this Blood Elf male is actually a female because, of course, it's quite effeminate looking. So for some reason, the NPC's lost its box, like in the little water, 1 foot in front of the shore there. But anyway, so yeah, we help the Blood Elf. He even makes a little reference later. He's like, oh yeah, the only one who was even receptive to our help was the female who we helped at the beach there. But anyway, and then this one I think is bugged. Okay, so I wanted to show that too. He says something about like killing a phoenix or something like that. What I imagine is supposed to happen is she's like got a pet or something like that, a bird, and he kills it, and he thinks he's helped her, as he normally would be so foolish to think. So I don't know if it's actually bugged, if there's supposed to be something here that dies. You guys can tell me if you've done it in the past. It does seem like there's a couple things in here that are a little buggy, so I wanted to show that obviously as part of this video. So yeah, I don't know. Either way, you still get credit for it as long as the dialogue completes, and that's that. Now we go back to where we started. I do some other things, but the main thing I want to show is this. This is like kind of like the ultimate area, like the end for it, and you kind of kill the dinosaur mother, whatever the Devilsaur Queen. And it's a little buggy, okay? Obviously, I kill the freaking thing very quickly, but the quest, like, progression hasn't even really begun yet. He gets you here on rails, so, like, it hasn't even begun yet. So it respawns immediately, and then I have to kill it now. But my neck enchant one-shots it as soon as I throw the rock, and that does not seem to work very well, so yeah, obviously there's more to it than that. I looked up the Wowhead comments, and people were saying that it was quite buggy in 4. Whenever it came out, 5.0, I don't know, whenever it came out. And yeah, it didn't work very well then, so it seems like it's a bit buggy now. And I also saw in the patch notes or whatever that you're supposed to actually be getting transmog gear from this, but I don't appear to get that from the quest. In fact, there's no gear option at all from the quest, even though it does say you're supposed to get like a shield or a trinket or something like that. So anyway, once you've done that part, in order to complete the next part, you have to actually go to your Order Hall. I was confused by this as well, but you get mail from him, and you literally can never get this mail unless you walk into your Order Hall. So yeah, port into your Order Hall and then port out. And then another bug about this is the mail won't actually appear at any other mailbox except this one, the one right outside the Order Hall for some reason. I tried it at other mailboxes in the town and it just isn't there. So I don't know if that's been like hotfixed or anything like that, but regardless, that may be something you encounter as well. So just follow that, go in, get the mail, come right here and get it. And now you could fly out here to north, to the northern coast of High Mountain. Not exactly sure what it's called, but regardless, he's out here, and definitely put your inky black potion on. Makes it look so much cooler. I love the darker night idea for, you know, questing and zone ambience in general. So very cool. Either way, he's gonna catch up with you a little bit, tell you about what he's been up to. You're gonna tell him, and he's gonna say some things about like, lol, you look pretty shitty, but actually, he's the one. He looks quite good now because he's got the updated model since he originally came in the game, so that's neat. But he's going to W his new squire again, and then he's going to send us on a couple quests. It seems he's misplaced his armor. He says he did it on purpose for some reason. He's also got he's got to get a sword and his horse back. And then the fourth quest is a quest to like progress along the squire path. So we'll talk about that in a second. But yeah, in order to actually progress here, you have to do all this stuff, kneel in front of him, and then go do the quests, which are just right across the way from it. It's actually a really easy quest line, but it's, you know, it's kind of cool. I like the fact that, you know, it has you out in the world doing stuff like this. And the coolest part about this is he's like entrenched himself on the beaches of this area here, and he's like, oh, I've killed I killed some stuff, and I'm like, you're talking about those crabs, bro? You know what I mean? It's really funny. So he thinks he's fighting demons, but in reality, he's fighting like murlocs and shit. So here's the murloc that has the horse, and I really wanted to show this because it seems a little buggy, but it's like humping the horse and riding it backwards. So yeah, he thinks that's a demon that's stolen his horse, but of course it's just a simple murloc, which we could damn near one-shot as a prop paladin. So that's awesome. You get the horse, and then, you know, go around. There's little boxes on the ground. But the other quest, the fourth quest that I mentioned, you see that bar above my head. That bar will fill up just from completing the quest. I'm not sure exactly how much is actually needed outside, but you can get it just from doing the quests and from killing mobs as well. So yeah, you don't have to spend too much time grinding. I just wanted to let people know about that because that's something I didn't know. I was sitting there killing all these mobs, but in reality, you get some credit towards it just from, it's just like the hunter quest in this zone as well. But anyway, here you give him his artifact weapon back, which is a really funny little nod, you know, some self-humor from Blizzard. And it's like, shwampa, shwampa, ba, Excaliburdo, which is obviously a funny little joke there. So I love it. I really do. I can't get over it. Like this actually made me laugh. It made me. I've been putting this off because I felt like, you know, it's mostly cosmetic. I didn't know if I was even going to use them, but regardless, I'm glad I came out here and did this. So after that part, you're going to come back to Dalaran. You'll come into the inn here, the Ledger Main Lounge, very common place to come into. And you'll talk to what appears to be his love interest. Now, of course, if you did the original questline way back in the day, you see him like shout about the love interest constantly. But then we find out it's actually a goblin who has absolutely no interest in him. In fact, she's just being very nice to him and not breaking him off too hard, and, you know, kind of like letting him kind of think he's doing her good. But yeah, she's gonna have to end it here. So she's gonna send us on a fool's errand, as they call it, and we're gonna go out to High Mountain again. And we're going to kill some Etten. But yeah, either way, she's trying to just get him out of here so she could do something kind of funny, which I'll show you at the end. But anyway, another mistake I made when doing this the first time, and I want to help you guys with, is the Elite Etten that we have to go to. It's like part of that world quest area. You could do it there, I assume is where you do it. It's not exactly where I would go to do the world quest, but regardless, I pulled 2 here. I actually tried to pull 4. There's 2 mobs across from these as well. They wouldn't aggro, so I just killed these 2 instead, but it does seem to be 100% drop chance from 1, so don't waste your time here like I do. Just kill 1. Be much quicker. Even, you know, Prot or Holy, kill 1 a lot faster. So yeah, just kill 1. It seems you get 2 teeth when I kill 2, so that very likely is 100% drop chance from this. They just want you coming out here and doing this, so do that, and then you'll head back to Dalaran and get some nice RP. At the end of the video there, I compare the new follower. I show you a little bit about Maximillian's traits and all that. So anyway, if you guys have any questions or anything like that, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoy Maximillian as a follower. He's quite a little funny guy. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.
Pleasure doing business with ya.
What ho! Very well. serve? Oh, begone. I have dragons to slay.